It's Tuesday, and the vow renewals have happened and on Sunday, and I was busy with the weekend, and I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Let's get on to Married at First Sight Australia. Let's start with Cam and Jules. Cam and Jules did the thing, didn't they? Was it actually nice? I'm saying it was nice. It was a surprise, right? I think that I finally really got seriously invested. I think when Cam, I think not that I needed to see him cry or anything. I think I really started to see them in a real relationship, or see them not as some sort of artificial, straight out of the like Rubbermaid box type, you know, Ken and Barbie type relationship. And I don't think individually they were that kind of a people, but I just felt like they were just, I don't know, it felt pre-made, ready-made, like instant. What is that? Like Bisquick. It just felt instant to me, and that was artificial. It felt artificial. But I'm so glad that I began to not fast forward through their relationship anymore and really get to see some of their relationship develop. So I didn't watch all of it, so I didn't get to experience a lot of it with everybody else who didn't fast forward through their relationship. But I'm glad that I watched them and the whole real proposal. That was so beautiful. Let's talk about Ning and Mark. I just like to say Mark. Let's talk about Michael and Martha. Michael and Martha. So Martha said her gibberish of, you're so fantastic, and I am beautiful, and we will be fantastic together. And Michael tried to do this, I'm gonna scare you into making you think that I don't want to be with you type situation, and she looked petrified. And I just wish he would have talked about things that, like, hey, you know how slimy it was to get me involved in the sliminess of Jess and even Ennis. I don't like that. You know, I don't like those kinds of things. I don't want to be involved in that. And I don't want you to be a woman, or my wife, or, you know, as a wife, to be involved in those kinds of things. I don't want to be involved in those things. I just wish he would have said that. I don't know that are you okay with that kind of stuff? Like, that's scary. You know, not scary, but that's interesting to me that seems to be okay to be involved in that. So, you know, okay. Whatever. So there's that. But of course they stay together, and fantastic. Then Ning and Mark. Surprisingly, Ning says she wants to stay. You know, after the turmoil in the car and the like, you know, just I don't know, and just I don't know. And he kisses her after saying that. But whoa, does he say that? No, he does not. And when he kissed her, and when he smiled and kissed her, I thought, oh, okay, he might say he's gonna stay. And I think there was a tone even before the dramatic music where you know he's not saying stay. where you can tell, oh, it's not gonna go that way. And I'm just, why did she say, well, why is she, well, because she's hurt, you know, he says, when he says that he doesn't want to stay. But I'm just surprised. I'm surprised. Basically, I'm surprised at her reaction and the things that she says, you know, about, you know, I've never given you any reason. Did you meet yourself in this relationship? Okay. And I really felt so like I want you to go after her, but I'm glad he didn't, because that would have just made it worse. Okay, and then of course Dan and Jess. You know, I was so like when he talked to her about the griminess of how they got together, that made me feel good. Like he was like, I don't really dig how we got together. That felt good. How she was like, wait, what? And did they replay that twice for you guys? Because they replayed it twice here. I don't know what happened. I was like, what's happening to my screen? I don't know what's happening to my screen. I don't know, there was some sort of glitch in the Matrix or something. I don't know. That was weird. So, I mean, like, so, of course that happens, and they go off happily ever after. And then Heidi and Bruce Willis. And I didn't know how I was going to feel about either one of them. Even with, I just wanted to point out her friends, just because her friends irritate me still. Her friends telling her, reprimanding her for saying that she shouldn't have said that most of the problem was her. First of all, no, most of the problem was not you, Heidi. But a majority of the problem is you. Okay, so her friends tell her, hey, so girl, well, her friend says, you know, you are not the main one to blame. I slightly agree, mostly disagree. I think that she was mainly the push away, because he couldn't push himself away. Once she pushed him to the furthest, he became a jackhole of all trades. And, you know, then that went in that whole hamster's wheel of a circle, and who wants to party with that? No one, right? So that's where they were. That's how I saw that. Anyway, there they are at the renewal ceremony, and she says, hey, you know, I want to do this with you. And not the hamster wheel thing, you know, but I want to do this journey with you. And I'm thinking he's like, nah, I can't do this with you though. I just don't want to do this. I like you, but I don't know that was rough. You know, I enjoyed it, but it was rough. And he turns, you know, well, he doesn't turn to her. He smiles at her. And, you know, I know that he really cared about her. We all know that he really cared about her. We watched. You know, nobody's going to go through all of that if they don't really care about a person. But he doesn't really care about her. He doesn't. Nah, he don't care about that woman. He loves this woman, and he tells her she's the only one in his life that he's cared about, apparently. And he finally tells her that he loves her. How fantastic is that, right? He tells her that he loves her, and I think that that's fantastic. So the moral of this story of Married at First Sight Australia is I enjoyed Ning and Mark. I enjoyed Mick. I enjoyed the 3 you know, not episodes, but, you know, I enjoyed meeting Tam, Tamara. I enjoyed Cam and Jules. I did. I enjoyed Elizabeth, her craziness. And I enjoyed Bronson. I did not enjoy this season. It was disgusting. And I hope that they take this entire series back to the drawing board and maybe scrap the experts, along with however they're formulating what they're doing, because I cannot invest in watching this if they're going to do this again like this. If they're okay with swapping partners, because you don't need to call it Married at First Sight if that's what we're going to be doing. Please don't call it Married at First Sight, and don't even put it in quotes, Married at First Sight. Like, we're not gonna, no, I don't want you hijacking the word married, because you're a liar. So that's it. I hope you guys had a fabulous weekend, like I said, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic Tuesday. I'm gonna go ahead and upload this, and I gotta go do some things and head to the park, and that's it. I'm out. Deuces.